Hello everyone, and welcome to Let's Play Mass Effect, the next recording session. Now, due to a massive spurt of writing... No, this is not what the letter is. Writing comments, Glenn WH... I was tempted to say Glenn but I'm fairly confident that's not how it's pronounced. Glenn WH26 has said that despite wasting my time talking to people, my words, not his, I've managed to fail to actually talk to Wrex about the genophage. So, I'm going to talk to him now. If I have, because he was somewhere behind him, but I was skipping over bits at that point. So if I have already done this, then it's totally his fault for telling me to do this, rather than my fault for actually doing it. Yes, I know that makes completely no sense, as I'm actually taking an act of will to do this.
Shepard.
Hello. Let's ask about... That's a new one. Let's ask about the genophage.
What can you tell me about the genophage?
It's horrible.
Ask the Solarians if you want details. They made it. All I know, it makes breeding nearly impossible. Thousands die in stillbirth, and most never get that far. Every Krogan is infected. Every one. And no one's rushing to find a cure.
I kind of... I think we may have had this. I think my immediate reaction would be what? Although people have said that the Krogan Walls are doing horrible things and they were practically unstoppable, and this is... And then I started reading about the atomic bomb, because I get easily distracted. I do. Because that, it seems to be fairly similar kind of ideas, really. So, yes. What?
Why don't the Krogan try to find a cure?
When was the last time you saw a Krogan scientist? You ask a Krogan, would he rather find a cure for the genophage or fight for credits? He'll choose fighting every time. It's just who we are, Shepard. I can't change that. Nobody can.
Right. I'm not sure I've asked him about mercenaryism. It's not even a word. What do you want about Dragonster? Right. Mercenary.
How long have you been in work?
Long enough. I took my first contract right after I left my home system. It's good work if it doesn't kill you.
Do you like it, then?
I get the feeling you enjoy your work.
Sure. You get to see the galaxy on someone else's credits, and most days end with a good fight.
Alright.
I've tried more organized fighting, private armies and such, but it gets too messy. I fight best on my own, or in very small groups. I don't like people relying on me, and I bloody well don't like relying on them.
Okay. Right.
So long, Wrex.
Don't think I've heard that one before.
Shepard.
Ooh. Codex. Let's see what we get. Non-council races. Krogan military doctrine. This Krogan military doctrine? Traditional Krogan tactics were built on attritional mass unit warfare. Equipped with cheap, rugged gear, troop formations were powerful, but inflexible. Command and control was very centralized. Soldiers in the field who saw a target contacted their commanders behind their lines to arrange fire support. Since the genophage, the Krogan can no longer afford the casualties of the old Horde tactics. The Battle-Masters are a match for any 10 soldiers of another species. To a Battle-Master, killing is a science. They focus on developing a clean, brute force economy of motion that exploits their brutal strength to incapacitate enemies with a swift, single blow of overwhelming power. This change of focus from mass unit warfare to maximal efficiency has increased employment demand in the fields of security and muscle for hire. Due to the unsavory reputation of the Krogan, most of these jobs are on the far side of the law. Battle Masters are not spit and polish, but they do believe in being well armed and equipped, preferably with a gun for each limb. They are callous and brutal, but methodical and disciplined. They use any means at their disposal to achieve their goals, no matter how reprehensible. Hostage-taking and genocide are acceptable means to ensure a quiet occupation with few Krogan casualties. The Krogan serving with Saren's forces appear to be returning to the old style of mass attritional combat. They also work in close cooperation with supporting Geth units, who fill the roles occupied by combat drones in other armies. Biotics are rare among the Krogan. Those that exist are viewed with suspicion and fear. The Krogan see this aura of fear as a useful quality for an officer, and often promote them. Combat drones and other high-tech equipment are likewise in short supply. Don't like this. Hostage-taking and genocide being acceptable. Makes you think with the genophage, it may have been them or us. Interesting. Right. So we've had a conversation that we've not had before. Maybe I should look at investigating other people's, but we'll do that later. Right. Up we go. So we'll be doing something. ... We'll get to the map and then I'll have a look at what missions we have and assignments. Loading. Yes. So I need to think about what we're doing. We've got this this doctor that we found out about on Novaria. That might be the only one we've got left. Oh, the hostage on board the freighter. So Hades Gamma and the Farinata system. Is that where we currently are? I don't know where we currently are. Trebin! No, right. Oh, this is the Hades Gamma, so... Travel there. As we're in the Hades Gamma, we may as well do this, rather than going to the doctor. Guessing it's there. Right, let's do the standard thing of sweeping through the planets. Neptune. With a rare combination of features, Neptune is of particular interest to the scientific community. Neptune is a small terrestrial planet with a thin atmosphere of carbon dioxide and krypton. As with all the worlds of Farinata, its surface is scorching hot. The crust mainly consists of silicates laced with iron, and we find thorium on a nearby moon. Because these are totally... I'm not entirely sure what the point of finding all the things are. Right. Juntauma. Looks fairly volcanic. Juntauma is a small, broiling terrestrial world. Its thin atmosphere of carbon dioxide and ethane is being steadily blown off by the powerful solar wind from the star Farinata. The surface is scorching hot and mainly composed of sulfur with deposits of copper. Its density is low enough to leave the world tidally locked to Farinata. The Alliance Defense Data Network notes that several ships have been spotted cruising Juntauma with transponders turned off. While an Alliance patrol attempted pursuit of one, the unidentified vessel rabbited to FTL. Its trail was lost when it obscured its light trace in the confusion of signals along the Anansi Ishtar shipping lane. Rabbited to FTL? So that's just like into the rabbit hole type thing, I'm guessing. Survey! Prothean data disk recovered. Scans of Juntauma reveal the derelict freighter in mid-stage orbital decay. Your salvage team boarded the vessel and determined it had been attacked by raiders. There was little of value still on board, but the team did find a Prothean data disk. Is that another side quest for us? Right. Tunchagon. Tunchagon is a hydrogen-helium gas giant with traces of chlorine, explains the green, and nitrogen in its atmosphere. It is an unusually small number of moons for a gas giant, a mere 7. Totally jealous of all the other gas giants. This is no doubt due to the star Farinata capturing the majority of the mass during the nebula collapse that created the system. Yes, it does look like a big sun. Well, star. Well, the sun is a star. MSV Ontario. The Ontario is a Kowloon, another one. It's a class modular conveyor of human design configured for mixed freight and passenger hauling. It is making a hard burn for the cover of an asteroid cluster. Registry, private owner, Citadel Station. Let's board it then. This might be the question. So we're looking for a so we're going after a hostage, so it might make sense not to go in all guns blazing just in case. So we won't take these two. I think we'll take Caden and Liara. Because, yeah, Wrex is kind of very gung-ho. Garrus is less so, but he's still leaning down that route. Actually, it might be an idea to take Tali and Liara, because Tali's very technically minded, so let's do that. Nice balanced squad. Yeah, we'll go with that. Tali and Liara. I think that kind of makes sense. Ooh. Saving, alright. There's red dots on my screen. There's red dots on my screen. And there's slightly combat-y music. Right, new sniper rifle and more assault rifles. We'll take them. Let's have a wee gander at what we've got. That's worse than what we've got. The sniper, that's better in almost every way. Wonderful. Right, Liara. They're both worse. Tali, both worse. Okay,